Well, how you
There you
move?
go. Start. You're on, Gary.
We're good.
Mm-hmm. You are recording. Say it like it is, for crying out loud, will you? And don't hold nothing back.
Okay.
Okay, this stuff is X-rated, so watch your stand. Take it, Gary.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Gary Dupuis is my name. I was born and raised here in Deland, Florida. I started skydiving in April 29th, 1961. I was 15 years old. I made a total of about 2,200 jumps total from 61 to when I quit jumping in near 1990. I started skydiving here in Deland, and then it was a club, the Falling Angels, and nobody in the club wanted to do any work to run the parachute centers. They all wanted to come on the weekend and jump, so I started running the place and ended up being a commercial skydiving center, the Land Sport Parachute Center, that I ran from about 1964 to 1985 when Tommy Piras and Bob Hallet, I gave them the parachute business, and I changed to only doing aircraft maintenance and flying. But in the skydiving period, I was sort of the adventurous type. I took a 10-year-old boy in, excuse me, in 1966. I thought people might want to do some riding and take a ride on a parachute. They were too afraid to jump by themselves. So I thought maybe you could do it like what's known now as a tandem jump. So I took this little 10-year-old kid for a ride. He loved it. And my brother Joe, he's a little older than I am, a couple years older than me. He took my youngest brother Roger. He took him for a ride, and a couple other people used. I built the harness that we use for the tandem jump myself, and I'm a master rigger too. And then I got a lot more time flying airplanes than I do jumping out of them, and I did a lot of flight instructing. And in my flight instruction, I got the idea of, well, you sit beside somebody for 6 or 8 or 10 hours or however long it takes to get them where they're safe enough to taking off and land in the airplane without killing themselves or crashing. And then you get out and let them fly by themselves. I sort of thought you could incorporate the same thing into skydiving, because by then, in the 70s, we were all doing relative work. There was enough people that were good at doing relative work that holding on to somebody in free fall wasn't really a problem. And it was a lot easier to keep them stable than it was to sail them off the airplane on a static line where they go out of control on their first jump over on their back. I thought it was a safer way to teach. So we tried to, about the same time I did this, I had the fellow, Ken Coleman, came down to Florida to work, and he came up to Deland to jump, and when he was there, he asked me, had I thought about anything to do with doing harness hold free fall jumps to train students. And I said, yes. I said, in fact, my brother, myself, and some of the other skydivers here at Deland have taken what we call our problem children that couldn't fall stable and were going to kill themselves, and we took them out and took them on a couple of free fall 30-second delays, and from then on they had no problem falling stable. I said, yeah, this has got to be the way to do this. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a hoarse throat. At any rate, I told him, yes, that I'd be very interested. He wanted to help to set up some kind of a program or whatever to do what's now called accelerated free fall training. I said, well, if you want to do the paperwork, I'll do the furnish the airplane, the equipment, and we'll split it. It won't cost you nothing but your time. So that's what he did. He did the paperwork. We came up with our 7 steps that's in the program for doing the AFF, what the students required to do in the AFF program. He was working on getting a waiver, or in fact, I guess he did get a waiver of some kind from the USPA for us to do this. I never saw the waiver myself. And Kenny went up north right after this at all got started. Him and Rocky Evans went up north to show their buddies up there that were on their 4-way team there. They were a world champion 4-way team. They went in and went up north to show them how to do it. And unfortunately, they took a ride in a balloon and it crashed. And Rocky was the only one that lived. Kenny got killed. And the USPA, somehow or another, got a hold of his wife. And I don't know how she never invested any time and money, or wasn't even interested in skydiving. They ended up paying her some amount of money to get control of the AFF program that was really mine. And that was the end of me and my relationship with the AFF program. I felt the USPA stole it from us. And since then, I've not been a happy USPA member. I got a D license, but USPA didn't do us a very good, didn't do us a good justice to the way they stole the program from us. I don't know what else. What else do we need to talk about here, Rock? Rocky, what else do we need to talk about besides the AFF program and where they steal the program from us?
Well, I think that's just about that. That's exactly right, and I'll tell some more about it when I do my interview. But yeah, pretty much Gary hit it on the head, and I still have a little bit of a, I don't know if it's a bad feeling or whatever you want to call it, but I do know who put the shaft to us. So, but I still love AFF, and I'll continue doing it. Although Gary don't want nothing to do, I don't blame him. So.
No, I will still have something to do with it if it's as far as something I could do to make it better.
Yeah.
But I won't have nothing more to do with USPA because they took advantage of me financially and stole the program from me. I did all the work, the thinking, invented the program. You guys stole it from me. I never made a dime off of it. Still hadn't. So I'm not a real happy camper. But yeah, that's the way it worked. That's how it went down. I invented the AFF program. USPA stole it. You want to know the truth? That's the truth.
Yeah, that is the truth. And I'll talk more about it when I do my interview. So,
okay.
That's it for me. We'll see you later, Michael.